Good morning, dear students. Welcome in social science class. Dear students, we are resuming our chapter 6 of geography, that is life on the earth, where we have discussed about the forest areas, we have discussed about the grasslands, the deserts. Now we can discuss about the animal kingdom and the human impact on the ecosystem. So here we can start today's topic about the animal kingdom, or we can say that the fauna. As mentioned earlier, along with plants, animals also live the sorry live in the biosphere. These can be birds, anything which is living in an environment. They can make their biosphere and they can live properly in the biosphere. These can be birds, insects, or animals. Animals vary from place to place because of the variation in the natural environment, because every animal is required different kind of environment for their livelihood. All right, they can require different climatic conditions for their survival. Some are required hot climatic conditions and some are required very cold climatic conditions, and these animals cannot survive in opposite or alternate climatic conditions. The equatorial region receives heavy rainfall and the temperature is also high, with the result tall and thick trees thrive here. Just like we have discussed in the previous evergreen forest areas, very tall trees are there around 60 centimeters of their height. As such, the forests in this region provide thick vegetation cover as well, just because of high rainfall or heavy rainfall throughout the year. This makes it possible to have a large variety of animals here. The common animals found here are different types of monkeys, elephants, crocodiles, and insects eating animals like armadillos. Look at this picture. It's a kind of species of rat, snakes, etc. In the grasslands, the number of animals is less as compared to the equatorial forest because of less vegetation. Why? In grassland, the number of animals is less as compared to equatorial forest because they cannot get a proper space or place for their habitation or for their livelihood. The common animals are lion, cheetah, leopard, deer, rabbit, etc., which are found in the grasslands. In the polar regions, the animals have thick furs. Just underline this line. Why in polar regions animals having thick fur on their body? Because it can protect them from the extreme cold. Their body having thick fur. Have you seen yak or somewhere other animals are also found there? Those who are having a very thick fur on their body, which are living in the very cold or polar regions. Just like we have a white polar bear also. The common animals found here are penguin, again a very thick fur or uh, which is helpful for them in the cold, polar bear, yak, fox, etc. These are the specific animals which are found in the polar regions. Look at the pictures also, the diagram, images also, the penguins, polar bear and yak, mostly found in the polar regions. Human impact on the ecosystem, how ecosystem is affected by the human beings and how human beings are using their ecosystem. Due to the rapid increase in the population of the world, the areas under the forest are fast decreasing. Just because of cutting of forest, human beings are making the habitation for their survival. And but on the other hand, what happened, they are uh, creating problem for the habitation of animal species. Man has cleared forests for the sake of agriculture, habitation, and the expansion of industries. As a result, the ecological balance is highly disturbed all over the world. This is having a far reaching effect on the human beings and in the world in the wildlife community, a few species like tigers, lions, etc., are already facing the danger of extinction. Extinction means about to finish. All right, just because of deforestation, we people are doing deforestation, but on the other hand, their results are really creating a bad effect on the forest environment and for the life of animals also. The pollution level in different countries is rising alarmingly, and there is a considerable rise in the global temperature as well. And that will also create a problem for the wildlife. A few glaciers have also started melting in the polar ice caps just because of high temperature in the environment. And on the other hand, the glaciers also glaciers are also melting. If glaciers will melt, the water table will be increased, and due to that, the more evaporation will be there, and water facilities will be reduced day by day. It is high time that man should realize his mistakes. It is our responsibility that we have to understand our mistakes, and we have to work on that area and stop tampering with the nature. Whatever we are doing, whatever we are playing or destroying our nature, that thing has to be reduced, or in total we can say that should be banned or finished. And in order to maintain the ecological balance, afforestation should be taken up on a large scale. Hunting of animals should be strictly banned. Although these rules and regulations are formulated by the authorities, the government, but the general public who are actually not working on these rules and regulations, they always prohibiting these rules and regulations. For the preservation of different animal species, the government has set up wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, and biosphere reserves. These are very important for the conservation of these wildlife species. These are a few measures to maintain ecological balance of the environment. Many non governmental organizations have also come forward to help in protecting different types of animal species, because these are rare now and we have to conserve them. Otherwise, one by one, they can be killed and the ratio of these species can be extinct. Look at the picture: tiger roaming freely in Kanha National Park, Nanda Devi Bio Reserve. These are the famous, we can say that. Next, we have, do you know conservation and preservation are used for the wildlife management? Conservation refers to wise use and preservation refers to non-use. To protect the animals and their habitats for future generation, this thing you have to revise. Just have a general idea of the human impact on the ecosystem. Next, keywords also you can revise for the short answers questions: afforestation, planting of more and more trees; biosphere reserves, these are the reserve for the conservation of wildlife; deciduous trees who are shedding their leaves in a particular season; ecological balance, when every we can say that when the flora and fauna are living together and they can work coexistingly; habitat is a place or favorable climatic conditions for the plant as well as for the animals to live properly; national parks, these are the protected areas in the forest where the animals can be saved or survived. They can also move freely over these areas, and these national parks are totally worked under the government. Next, wildlife sanctuary, a place that is set aside for the purpose of protecting wildlife, generally endangered species. where these live breed are also closely monitored for their survival. These things has to be covered in the specific areas. Wildlife sanctuaries are really helpful for the animals as well as the live species. Alright, so this was all about your today's topic, and you have to revise properly this chapter. Thank you.